أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا كما ينبغي لوجه ربنا وعظيم سلطانه، وأصلي وأسلم على أشرف المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الكلام كلام الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة في الدين بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. My brothers, I urge really myself and urge you to fear Allah. Always, brother, always fear Allah wherever you are. And remember, my brothers, that Allah is listening to you, watching you. Don't fear people. We suppose really to respect Allah and honor Allah by implementing His command and avoiding His don'ts. I pray to Allah with His good names that we reach Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran concerning fearing Allah, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. My brothers, you're all aware that next Monday, inshallah, will be the first day of Ramadan. So the question, are we aware about all matters concerning Ramadan? I will try to cover in this short khutbah when was Ramadan implemented on us. When was Ramadan was prescribed upon us. And the second, who should fast. Third, when shall we fast and when shall we break our fast. Fourth, what is the meaning of fasting? Fifth, who can break his fast and who shouldn't fast. I'll try, inshallah, in this khutbah to cover as much as I can. So let's start when fasting is prescribed upon us. In the second year of Hijrah, that's mean after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam immigrated from Mecca, on the second year when he was in Medina, Allah had revealed to him, as it was mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183. You can, go and check that. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183, Allah said, Allah revealed a verse by Gabriel to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This verse says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. O you believe, fasting is prescribed upon you as it was prescribed on the people ahead of you, or the people, the previous people, or the people came before you. To make very simple meaning. So this verse was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the second year of immigration, the second year of Hijrah. After he spent second year in Medina, after he left Mecca, Allah. So in Mecca there was no fasting. There was Salah only. But after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam immigrated from Mecca to Medina, on the second year, Allah gave him this verse. And the second, this is the first evidence that we must fast. The second evidence comes from Sunnah, from the words of Muhammad himself. Rasulullah sallam, he said, Islam is built on 5 pillars. Bunya al-Islam ala khamsa, on 5. First one is Shahadatu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah, as you all aware. Second is Salah. Third is Zakah. Fourth is Ramadan, Sawm, fasting Ramadan. And fifth is, this is the second evidence which that make it very clear to us that we must fast. Because it's the fourth pillar of Islam. Now, who should fast? Who really must fast? Every Muslim say reached the age of puberty and also able, 4 conditions require a Muslim, a person to fast Ramadan. First, he must be a Muslim. The kafir, the disbeliever, whatever he does, even if he fasts day and night, it will not be acceptable. Because one of the most important conditions for fasting is to be Muslim. First, Muslim reached the age of puberty. For the male, either he saw wet dream or reached the age of 15 years old, or he had seen the hair, the pubic hair and the underarm hair. So there is 3 signs which, clear to us and clear to the person that he reached the age of puberty. Either he reached the age of 15, or he saw a wet dream. Wet dream, that means he ejaculated while he's sleeping. He saw a dream that he are making sexual intercourse, and when he woke up, he found the sperm, the ejaculated sperm. Okay? Or he have seen, or the hair or pubic hair is there or underarm. Once one of these, or not, it's not supposed to be all together. Once he see one of these, he must fast. Now the question, is it possible for me as a father to adopt my children even if they did not reach the age of puberty? Can I ask them to fast 7 years old, 9 years old? Yes, but don't force them. You can encourage them. You can invite them. You can give them some present to train them to fast, so when they reach, at least have a day. If they can. If they can the whole day, that's much better. But are they 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 12 years, must fast? No. You cannot force them. Because Allah said, the Islam give condition for the one who fasts when he reached the age of puberty, and I said how he reached. For the lady, when can we see that lady or a girl, not a lady but a girl, when a girl reached the age of puberty, once she has the period, menstruation, that means she reached the age of puberty. Not 15. Because some ladies, sometimes some girls may have the period or the menstruation when she's 13. Some of them no, maybe last until 16. So once the girl, have the menstruation, the period, the monthly period, then this is the sign that she reached the age of puberty, and then she must fast. But of course, she has to be clean. So for the lady or for the girl, we can say Muslim, sane, and reach the age of purity and clean. She cannot fast when she is not clean. Same thing for the lady who have delivered baby or she has menstruation. She must not fast until she are clean. Number 5, when must abstain from food and drink? In other words, when shall we start fasting? We must abstain, stop eating, drinking, sexual intercourse with your wives from Fajr until sunset. This is the time of fasting. From the time you hear Adhan, or if you are in the desert or in a place there is no Adhan, once you see the first light of Fajr, you should stop. When you can break your fast? When the sun sets. Because Rasulullah was asked when the fasting person can break his fast. Rasulullah answered immediately, said when the sun sets. So it doesn't have to have adhan. If you are in a place and there is no adhan, nobody called for salah, you can use your vision and you see the sunset, you just eat. And by the way, one of the sunnah of Rasulullah that you don't ever delay breaking fast. You can delay sahur. This is the sunnah. Rasulullah said Allah is blessing his slaves as long they are, getting early in fasting and being late for sahur. Because the sunnah, once you hear the adhan, immediately break your fast. Don't delay. And once you hear the adhan, Fajr, stop eating at all. Don't continue. If you intentionally, you drink water or eat food while the adhan is going intentionally, you have to compensate. You have to make up that day. You continue fasting, but it's not acceptable from you. You have to make it up. So don't say, oh no, it's just adhan now. So I still have time. No. Once the adhan, stop immediately. This shows us, my brothers, there is no religion in the whole world are respecting time like Islam. Though, unfortunately, the most people wasting time is Muslim. Unfortunately. Islam is the only religion respect time. Our salah in certain time. Our Jum'ah in certain time. Our Hajj in certain time. Our Zakah in certain time. Though, unfortunately, Islam respect, there is no punctuality. No punctuality in any religion except Islam. Though, most of the people who are wasting time, not respecting time, are Muslim. Yes, I feel sorry for that. Go to Europe, to America, when he say, I will be there at 6 o'clock, coming to you, he will come 5 minutes to 6. Muslim country, he said, I come to you 6 o'clock, he come at 10 o'clock. So this is, I'm just seizing the chance of this, that we should respect time. Now, my brother, one more thing I would like to remind myself and remind you. There is no month, really, Muslim waste food like Ramadan. A lot of food is wasting around. From the 1st of Sha'ban, people are running to supermarket and hyper places for shopping, for grocery, shopping in Ramadan grocery. It shows like we're going to have a war. Really, when you see the people in the supermarket, how come they are rushing, running, racing each other with trolleys? What's going on? This is what, a war will take place? The food will finish? Or what happened? And the end, after Isha, after Taraweeh, you go to the garbage in the street and you find piles of food. So I work on. I am really seizing the chance now to remind myself and to remind you, be careful of wasting food. Israf. When too extreme in spending food. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَكُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا وَلَا تُسْرِفُوا إِنَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. Eat and drink, but don't when too extreme in wasting food. Because Allah does not like those people. So be careful that you don't become one of those people who Allah doesn't like. This is a reminder. And also, during Ramadan, brother, what is the meaning of fasting? We know, I just explained to you, fasting is to abstain from food and drink and sexual intercourse during daytime. Is this the only meaning of fasting? Is it mean that I only stop all what Allah wants from me is to stop eating, drinking, and sexual intercourse during daytime? That's it. This is the meaning of fasting? No, brothers. This is not the only meaning of fasting. Ramadan, my brothers, is nothing more than training course. Annual training course for us. It's annual training course, free course. You don't pay money for that. Alright? It's annual training course to train us, to adapt us to be better Muslim. To teach us patience. To remind us about the needy, the poor. To remind you of your brother and sister who are starving the whole year. If you only starve or feel hungry only during Ramadan, remember, my brother, there are some brothers and sisters, millions of brothers and sisters all over the world, they are starving the whole year. And Ramadan is to remind you. The second wisdom behind this is also to give a break to the stomach. The stomach is working 3 times, minimum 3 times. And unfortunately, there are some people, their stomach working 5 times a day. Maybe 6 times a day. They never stop eating. The whole day they eat. So it's a good chance for the stomach to relax and to take a break. 12 hours between. At least 12 hours a day. To take break, to be stronger. To remind you in the meeting, to remind you, to remember, to also to give you, to remind you to be, generous with your brothers and sisters. So fasting is not your organs. The whole thing in your body must fast during Ramadan. Your eyes must fast from looking to bad things, to haram. Your ears must fast not to listen to haram. Your nose must fast from sniffing bad or haram. Your tongue must fast from talking or, false talk, backbiting, telltales, slandering, abusing, shouting on other people. Your tongue must fast. Your hand must fast from taking things not belong to you, from stealing, from priming. Your foot must fast from walking to places all haram. So in general, my brother, fasting is not only just abstaining from food and drink and sexual intercourse, as many Muslims believe. Because there are many Muslims believe, oh, no problem, I can stop fasting from Fajr until Maghrib, from food and drink. But his eyes is looking to everything he wants. His ears is hearing everything. Or some of them said, no, during daytime I will fast, but at night I will do whatever I want. You have spoiled, you have demolished, you have destroyed what you do in the daytime. If you want to do whatever you want at night, you have destroyed. You should really be a good Muslim, be righteous, be pious during Ramadan. If you do this, you will be inshallah, even after Ramadan, pious and righteous. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما ينبغي لوجه ربنا وعظيم سلطانه واشهد ان لا اله الا الله واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وابراهيم في العالمين. My brothers, one also the wisdom behind fasting is to test us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are we obeying Him or not? Remember, brother, the only worship, the only ibadah, that is the only ibadah which is secret between you and Allah is fasting. When you pray, everybody can see you. When you pray in the masjid, everybody can see you. When you give zakah, at least the people who are giving zakah, they see you. Maybe you don't want to be the see you, but you want to be, really a humble person. I don't want everybody to know about my zakah. But at least the person who take your zakah have seen you. If the people don't see you. Or when you go to Hajj, everybody can see you. The only ibadah that is the secret between you and Allah is fasting. Because I could see you at daytime Ramadan. How do I know that you are fasting or not? Unless you drink or smoke or do something. But if you don't, then I think you are fasting. Maybe you are not. Maybe you have taken food at your home or in your car. So the only secret ibadah between you and Allah is fasting. Nobody knows about you. You are fasting or not except Allah. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, all the deeds of mankind, are belong to Him. Except fasting, Allah said, is mine. Allah said, except fasting is mine. And Allah said, I will reward him for that. كل عمل ابن آدم له إلا الصوم فإنه لي وأنا أجزي به. Everything you do is for you, except fasting. Doesn't mean for you that means he doesn't reward you. No, just he said he have picked up and make fasting special ibadah. So why? Because it is the only secret between you and Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you special reward for fasting. Also, brother, remember hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama. Whoever fasts Ramadan with a real belief from his bottom of his heart, sincerely for the sake of Allah, sincerely for the sake of Allah, Allah will forgive you all previous sin. غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. Allah, Rasulullah ﷺ said, whoever fasts Ramadan sincerely for the sake of Allah, Allah will forgive him all his previous sins. Also Rasulullah ﷺ said, من قام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا. Whoever stood in Salah during Ramadan out of his faith and only solely for the sake of Allah, all his previous sin will also forgive. Man qama Laylatul Qadr. Also Prophet said, whoever stood during Laylatul Qadr, I pray to Allah that none of us will miss it, inshallah. Ameen. Inshallah, we all stand, inshallah, for Laylatul Qadr. Whoever stood for Laylatul Qadr, all his previous sins will be also erased or forgiven. So, remember, my brother, also during Ramadan. During Ramadan, don't be lazy. Some Muslim, from the first week of Ramadan, he will not miss any salah. You will see the masajid, the whole mosques, and I will say masajid, I hate the word mosque. I always say masajid. You will see the masajid in Ramadan, the first day, the second day, the third day, maybe the fourth, maybe the fifth, are full. You come on the seventh day or next week, and the rows is getting less and less and less. Don't be one of those people who are missing salah. When Ramadan starts, Muslims are very initiative. They are really taking care, and they are coming to the masjid maybe before Adhan, Isha. After Taraweeh, and then second week, will maybe be 6 rows or 7 rows. Before 1 week, the first week was full. Don't be one of them. Continue. وَعَبُدْ رَبَّكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينُ. Worship Allah until death. Until death come to you. Don't be lazy. Don't, just hesitate. Don't leave Taraweeh if you don't have a job. If you really don't have real, job at 9 o'clock, don't leave masjid until you finish Taraweeh. Don't take me wrong, I'm not saying obligatory. Taraweeh is not obligatory, it is sunnah. But don't miss that khair, this blessing of Allah. If you don't have a job to do, 9 o'clock or 9:30, don't leave masjid. If you have a job, no, go make your job, of course. If you have a job to work, you are working at 9 o'clock, after Isha, take 2, 3, 4 rak'ah, Taraweeh, and go to your job. Because your job is more important than Sunnah. But if you don't have a job to do, after 9 o'clock, don't leave and the Imam is finished. Don't miss this khair. And also don't miss Umrah, brother, during Ramadan. Umrah fi Ramadan, Rasulullah said, equal to exactly like you are performing Hajj with me. عمرة في رمضان تعدل حجة معي. Rasulullah said, you perform Umrah in Ramadan equal from, of course, in the reward only. Alright? Equal like if you have made Hajj with Rasulullah. The reward. Doesn't mean you made Hajj, khalas, no more Hajj, no. Only the reward. Also, remember, brother, if you can share in giving iftar sa'im, make a budget from now. 100 riyal, 200 riyal, 300 riyal, 1,000 riyal if you can. Tell yourself, this is only for iftar sa'im, inshallah, in Ramadan. Our brothers who are cleaning our street, may Allah reward them. If you can afford to buy 2 or 3 or 4 ihram, then give it to them, hadiyah. When he go to ihram, umrah, you will be exactly sharing his, like you will be rewarded like him, like you have made umrah. Give him ihram. Buy some mushaf, buy some Quran, put in the masjid. Buy some zamzam, put in the masjid. Visit your relative, especially father and mother, brother and sister, aunt, cousin, nephew, nieces, your cousins. Remember that. Solve the problem between any brother. If we don't, tolerate, and forgive whoever have, accused us or slandered us or backbite us or anything, if we don't forgive each other in Ramadan, then when? Especially your family, friends, co-workers. Be good in Ramadan. Forget about shaitan. Forgive everybody in Ramadan. Call him, say, I apologize, I am sorry. We are brothers, please forgive me. I have slandered you, I have abused you, I have whatever you did to him, say I'm sorry. If you have money for him, give it to him. If you have taken something, take your things. We have to forgive us each in Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reach us and give us life and liberation. Allahumma balighna Ramadan wa inna fihi ala as-siyam wal qiyam wa sa'ir al-a'mal. Allahumma habbib ilayna al-iman wa zayyinhu fi qulubina wa karrih al-kufra wal fusuq wal 'isyan ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma ihdi shababana, Allahumma ihdi banatana, habbib ilayhim al-iman wa zayyinhu fi qulubihim, karrih lahum al-kufra wal fusuq wal 'isyan. Allahumma ya rabbana أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في سبيلك في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخواننا المظلومين المهجرين المحاصرين يا رب في سوريا وفي فلسطين وفي العراق وفي اليمن وفي كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم فرج همهم ونفس كربهم. اللهم تقبل موتاهم للشهداء. اللهم ارحم موتاهم. اللهم اكس عاريهم واطعم جائعهم واحمل حافيهم. اللهم اجمع شملهم ونم شعثهم. اللهم اعدهم لبلاد المسالمين غالبين يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وأقيموا الصلاة.